Good evening, this is your Psychic LG reporting from the United Kingdom. Tonight we are going to do something a little bit different. Tonight I'm going to look into my crystal ball and to see what's ahead for the future for Gaza. As we are living in these troubled times, I feel it's important that we do this tonight. And I hope you're all keeping well. And let's see what the looking glass has to say. So sit back and relax. Okay. So as you know, there's been the recent blocking of humanitarian aid getting through to Gaza, and it's been quite a worry. And then you've had all the bunker busters, I believe that's what they're called, which have been going off, and I believe it's some form of their technology, the Israeli technology of their BOMBs, okay? So that's what's been happening. And normally when they happen, the bunker busters, it causes and creates a great big sort of crater in the earth, okay? So it's not very good at the moment, okay? And we've got like the block, what's been happening. But I do see some aid getting through there, okay? So what I'm feeling is, as I'm looking into this crystal ball, is that, how can I say it? A lot, it's like grid work underneath Gaza. It's like a rabbit warren, okay? And there's a lot of underground cities and tunnels, and I've talked about this before. And I believe that I may, excuse me, I may at some point go back in and do a remote viewing, because before I've picked up on a Stargate around that area as well. I do believe that we are all ascending, and it's the same for points of earth. And what I get here very strongly is that there's a trapped energy in Gaza. And it carries deep emotional pain, and it's spiritual energy, and it's tied to suffering, endurance, and the yearning for peace, right? And that's what I feel where it's at the moment. It's like a sever in earth. That's where, as I look at it, and it's the suffering from both sides. It's not just from Gaza, and it creates like a collective karma, and that's what I feel where we're at the minute. And it's something that humanity must eventually face. Okay, and I do believe through compassion and accountability in this great spiritual awakening, I do feel things are going to get a little bit worse before they get better. But what I do feel is that as things intensify, what am I getting? I'm actually feeling that there could be Western nations could come in here, okay? And I'm getting within the 2 to 3, there could be a temporary ceasefire. So you need to possibly watch for that, okay? So watch for a temporary ceasefire. But what I do feel is that it on a spiritual sense, it's that collective of energy in the collective, and it has to come out. It's ready to pop, basically. It's ready to pop. And people who follow us for quite a while now, they know that I also do automatic writing. And I've talked about this before, where I could see, it's a prophecy that I was given, where I could see that there would be a valley in between two mountains, and there would be a lot of smoke, and where the skies would go red. And I'm still seeing that. And it's very biblical, what I'm saying. It's a prophecy that I want to give. And there's going to be a lot of stars in the sky just before or just after. And I've talked about this before as well, where they're possibly a bit like the Phoenix Lights. There's a lot of UFO activity or lights in the sky, what's going to take place round about the time there could be a crucial sort of on the edge situation. And it reminds us a bit like the Bay of Pigs, you know. So it's going to get a bit worse before it gets better, okay? But I just feel we just need to send blessings and prayers out there. And it's like it's ready to pop, basically. It's definitely ready to pop. Okay. So what I'm getting at the minute is that it will be sort of monitored, okay, by international agencies. And what I'm getting is over the next couple of months that Israel, not so much the Israel people, it's more the Israel government, Benjamin Netanyahu, is going to be completely isolated, except possibly for the USA and a few allies, okay? And diplomatically, that's what I'm getting, okay? And I'm also seeing Hamas losing local support as the Palestinians start to rise about this. And it's all about starvation and sickness coming in there. I see problems, more crisis to come. I'm actually getting a little bit of a worry then. I feel like I need to send a lot of light out there. But what I do see is I see a new leadership change. And this is on both sides. This is for Israel as well as for Gaza. And what I'm getting with Gaza is, I'm getting the words international administration. And it's gonna be put under that. Remember that. It's going to be possibly put under that. Remember as well, there's different timelines, and we are living in very woo-woo times, but that's what I possibly say there. International administration, it's coming through really strong, but it's temporary. It's definitely temporary there. And I'm also getting Arab nations there coming in and UN bringing in help. So that's good, isn't it? What am I getting spiritually? It's as if I feel I want to channel Gaia. I want to channel Mother Earth, the spirit of Mother Gaia. And as I feel with Gaza, it's not just a territory. It's a wound in the world's soul. Okay, it's a wound in the world's soul, and the suffering has become, well, it's just everywhere, isn't it? And it's going to cry across dimensions. That's what's about to happen over the next 3. I do see a darkness and I see a morning. And I want everybody tonight to try and light a white candle there for hope there. Okay. But I do see hope there for the Palestinian people. And I see a rise of new peace. This is after the fall. And it'll be with the young crystal souls and rainbow souls. Remember, every generation's changing. They're not going to stand no nonsense. I said this to you years ago. I said this would take place. These are the new peacemakers. So one day they're going to say, we are tired of blood. We are tired of revenge. This is what Gaia's saying. We choose healing. This is going to be the rebirth of Gaza. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for them. So what's my long-term vision there? Peace agreement. A peace agreement. And it's funny because they're shown as a 2-state solution. Right, okay, so maybe it's agree to disagree, or maybe it's sort of 2 sort of countries coming together type of thing. But it's not going to be labelled as a 2-state solution. It's going to be more like a new framework, So there's Arab coalitions and spiritual diplomats there, definitely coming in there. I'm seeing a green Gaza. Now, I could be looking 10 years down the line here, 5 years even. Remember, I said this to you a little while back, that the world that we know is going to be unrecognisable. Unrecognisable, guys, 10 years from now. Okay. But I'm actually seeing a green Gaza, and I feel it's when we've got this new bridge of economy coming in, which I've talked about, and all the new super duper sort of technology, and a cleaner planet. and I see solar energy. In Gaza, I'm seeing solar energy. I'm looking quite on here because I see futuristic buildings there. Yeah. And it's designed by the Palestinians. Do you know that? I had this flash about this, and it was like a news flash that I could see this gentleman and he's talking about that he's got a 3-way citizenship. And I'm looking way on, and it's all the stories to come out. Okay, it's all the stories, and he talks about how he was forced out of Palestine. He lost his home and his family. Obviously, he's a man in his 30s by this time, maybe his 20s, 30s. And then he's looking back on his life, and that they're interviewing him, and he looks like he's in this lovely sort of like spice market, but it's not like a dusty sort of like sort of rugged place. It's very posh. It's very clean. It looks like somewhere where you would be in Dubai, like in a sort of a shopping mall. But he's in this sort of place, and it's all very sort of futuristic. It looks very antique looking. And he's talking about how he was forced out. Then he got another citizenship elsewhere. And then he was forced out of that country. So this is going to ricochet. And then it's a big clean up what's happening, guys. And then he was forced into another country. And then from there, he was allowed to come back into Palestine. It was all newly built. And it's something what's going to be talked about. I'm getting it really, really strong. Interest in that. But it's the rebirth of Gaza. And it's like where Berlin, after the World War II, or Rwanda after genocide, not because the world saved it, right? It's because the spirit of the people, right, refused to be destroyed. Refused to be destroyed. That's what's going to happen. Let's see what else I can see. Some other guy is getting ready for change there. It's the calm before the storm. I see a vision. I see it so clear, and it echoes in my spirit. And this is something, remember, this is for entertainment purposes only, but this is something that I have to say. Benjamin Netanyahu, I see the fall of him, and it's not by chance, it's by universal correction, okay? And there's going to be international uproar on this. It's going to be quite a big thing. Now, the question is, how is the fall? Is it him being removed? Is he forced out? Or is it something a little bit more darker than that? But I see the curtains closing there on him. Yeah, the spirit's whispering there. When pride blinds the leader, the land must choose new eyes. When pride blinds the leader, the land must choose new eyes. I'm getting this really strong. And this is coming in from Jed. Good evening, Jed there. Jed's my spirit guide. After the fall of Gaza, I see something astonishing which will come to earth. World leaders will all gather and descend into Gaza. Not with tanks, but with tools. That's what he's saying. And he's shown us that they're cutting ribbons and opening new homes, hospitals, schools, and international aid centres. And that's when new trade will begin. But by then, it's the new trade bridge, right? Because everything's going to fall. In the meantime, across Mother Earth, everything's going to fall, everything's going to change. New trade. I think it's going to this sort of darkness is all going to escalate. The heart of it is Gaza, and everything around is all erupting as well. Trade will flow in. I do see hope, and I see a new leader for Israel, and people will question about him. He's very handsome. one of the timelines. Then I'm seeing a man with grey hair as well, mind. But there is a question about, is he the Antichrist? People will say that, conspiracy theorists, you know. I think this is where we're at now. We're at that place on earth where we're in the book of Revelation. That's where I feel we're at, or coming into it. Okay. But I do see hope, and I see a new leader. I've got this photograph, and it's in media. It's coming through really strong, guys. Really strong. And this is going to touch millions of hearts. This is my prediction. All right. It's a Gazan, if that's what you would say, a man from Gaza, Israel man, an Israeli man. And they're standing face to face, and tears are in their eyes, and then they hug. They hug each other. Oh, there's a handshake. No more guns. No more tears. It's just, everything's just changed. No more fear. Just a handshake and a human embrace. And this is going to become a symbol, not just for Israel and Palestine, but for around the world. I'm looking again, yeah. I see like the fence falling, the border falling. I don't know if that's literal, or it's just to do with peace, or it's literally being taken down. I think it's been taken down, guys. Eventually. It's going. I'm seeing shared land, guys. I'm seeing shared prayers, shared skies. And once there was barbed wire, there is going to be wildflowers. Where there was barricades, there will be benches. And where there was hatred once walked, love will sit beside it and say, let's try again. I hope that's helped, guys. It's fading out now. I want to send peace to both sides. Peace and hope as the white candle blows in the wind. Love is coming. It's a holy spiritual war. So through all of this, we may see the rise of the Antichrist. But you know what comes after that? There is peace, there is love. And I'm going to leave that one with you. There is hope. Welcome to New Earth, guys. Expect huge change. Take care. God bless. Wherever you all are around the world, I send peace and blessings to both sides, to Israel and to Gaza, and to protect all the little children. Take care. God bless. And may the force be with you all. Goodbye now.
Where am I? I think I'm stuck on end screen. Guys, I need to stop doing this asshole travelling. I keep getting stuck in a cloud. But anyway, I'm stuck in my end screen. So don't forget, subscribe to my channel and press the bell for new updates. Us fairies, you know, we're always getting up to mischief. See you all soon. Bye now.